News at 10 Live here from Adib Saani in Accra. I've also been joined by a security analyst and executive director of the Jatikay Center for Human Development and Peace building, and joins me on the live in the studio, Adib Saani. So, you've been monitoring events. I beg you, please get closer to me. I'm sure you've monitored the elections in the Ayawaso West Wuogon constituency. What's your own reaction to what happened?
Well, almost the whole of yesterday, I was at the site. I had the opportunity to interact with members of the security agencies. I interacted with journalists, polling agents. I even went to the NDC parliamentary candidate's house. So I have first-hand information about what really transpired. I think it's an attack on our democracy. It is very unfortunate, and it amazes me that the police is still saying they are conducting investigation. It's almost looking like theatrical. It's almost looking like a dramatization of some sort, because those I spoke with, you know, they are able to even tell some of the gentlemen who came, they know where they are, they know where they are from, and which group they are affiliated to. So I don't know what investigation is being carried out here, but if really we are committed to dealing expeditiously with this, I think by now arrests should have been made and the prosecution started.
We've heard both the NPP and the NDC saying that these men belong to the counter-terrorism unit of the Ghana Police Service. If this is true, what would it mean?
Well, I'll be very shocked they really, if indeed they really belong to the counter-terrorism unit. For crying out loud, it was just a by-election. And for the counter-terrorism unit to come blazing all cylinders, masked as if they are going to fight in Syria or Iraq, is something I find very awkward. It's an election. So when you appear at the polling station all marked with, you know, guns,
does it appear, Adib, to be a failure in leadership, especially at the police service? And in this case, I'm talking about the IGP, because we've had this, you know, rampaging youth, quote-unquote, vigilante groups within both political parties, and they've been doing this since 2016, after the elections.
Not just a failure on the part of the police, but on the part of all of Ghana. Let us not forget that this started with the seizure of public toilets and other places of convenience. Then it later graduated into the seizure of public buildings, toll booths, etc. And I'm saying this for the record, back we see, market where water won't touch. In 2020, if care is not taken, it would graduate into the seizure of ministries, departments, and agencies, because on a daily basis, you have these guys emboldened by the day, and unfortunately, they are armed now.
And so who are to blame for this? The politicians?
To a very large extent. You have the politicians coming out to say all sorts of sweet things, but the commitment is not there. And mind you, on a daily basis, we have politicians across the country outdooring new vigilante groups in anticipation of the 2020 elections. And we don't get to hear about them because they have not really perpetrated any acts of illegality yet. But with the way things is going, especially the lack of commitment on the part of the police, the lack of commitment on the part of politicians, if care is not taken, vigilante groups might hijack our democracy.
Does the president have a stake in this matter?
Indeed, he has a stake in the matter. It is recalled when those vigilante guys attacked the regional security coordinator in the Ashanti region. The president went to the Mesha Palace, and he was quite vociferous about calling on the police to ensure these guys are arrested and the due process taken. But the question is there commitment on the part of the political elite?
Are there people within government who are fueling these groups?
There's absolutely no denying the fact.
Them?
Both in government and in opposition, you have politicians, a lot of them, funding these groups, outdooring them by the day and giving them the resources. And that is why the media has a very important role to play in this regard. Let us investigate. Let us get to know who their sources of funding and resources is, then get to name and shame them, and invariably let
Is it about time we began to redefine the architecture of the Ghana Police Service itself in terms of who appoints the IGP? Are these very important issues we need to relook?
Well, this is quite a dicey, complex, and somewhat controversial issue. Indeed, there's the need for some level of legislative and executive power over the police service, so you don't have them conducting themselves in a manner that is inconsistent with our democratic values. But even with the current regime, I think when the police show the right level of commitment, when they learn to say no to a politician, either an MP or a minister who would call to tell them, look, the boys you just went after are my boys, let them go. When they learn to tell the politicians that, look, interfering in an active criminal investigation in itself criminal, then I think the status quo would be changed. But when we have the police wanting to defend, you see...
How is that possible if the IGP appears to have a limited tenure, of office?
Well, like I indicated, we don't need a constitutional amendment to let the police do their work. It's just a matter of them exercising some level of principle based on their personal conviction on what is right, and also consistency with the Police Service Act 350. That is quite clear about the role of the police and what they are supposed to do. But the problem is we have a whole lot of police officers, especially high-ranking officers, who are so protective of their post. They don't want to be transferred, so they give in to these politicians hook, line, and sinker. And that is the problem with the vigilante issue.
Thank you very much. Adib Saani is a security analyst. I appreciate your time and for joining me in studio. The elections community of practice and learning has issued a statement on the Ayawaso by-elections. Now, in the statement, the community noted the security deployment and presence at the polling stations was an overkill, consequently heightening a sense of insecurity and intimidation, reflecting in the low voter turnout that was registered. Now, the statement further noted the coordination of the security force on the ground was poor and inefficient, and the security response to suspicions of civilian disorder on the ground was high-handed. The elections community of practice and learning members are further appealing to the contending political parties, especially those aggrieved and physically affected, to keep calm and allow due process to unravel and correct any perceived reported failings. Right, so watching News at 10 live here from Adib Saani in Kanda. We'll be back shortly.
The Ghana Trade Fair Company brings you the 23rd Ghana International Trade Fair under the theme Made in Ghana, Globally Accepted. Date 28th February to 11th March 2019. Checked. Venue, the Ghana Trade Fair Company Law. Checked. What's next? You have to register. Yes, today. Agriculture, fashion, food processing. Check ekrasi.com. Tourism, pharmaceuticals, manufacturing, and just any product or service. Rush to register, exhibit, sell, network, and be globally accepted. Get involved in the 23rd Ghana International Exhibition. Call
0241 818658, 0555 528817, or 0552 474632.
or visit www.tradefairgh.com for further inquiries. Made in Ghana, globally accepted. Sponsors.
Our winner and the most talented kid for 2018, ladies and gents, is Ayawaso.
And now, another search is underway. It's the 10th anniversary of Talented Kids. We are back to find those amazing young chaps who will take the entertainment industry by storm. If you've got that jaw-dropping, mind-blowing talent, then bring it on. The Talented Kids train will be in Takoradi on the 1st and 2nd February 2019 at Connect FM, Paipano. Kumasi auditions will go down on the 8th and 9th February 2019 at the TV3 office in Asqua opposite the City Mall. And finally, the Accra auditions will be held on the 15th and 16th February 2019 at the TV3 Executive Theatre at Adib Saani, Accra. Here is the twist. All children between 7 and 12 years from other parts of the country can send a video of their talent to the WhatsApp numbers 0247 436 210 or 0204 948 992 or 0204 948 993 to be invited to any of the audition centers. The search for the next generation of talented kids is on. There's a 10,000 Ghana cedis cash prize, a 15,000 Ghana cedis educational fund, plus an all-expense paid trip abroad awaiting the winner. Don't be left out. Register now at www.3news.com. It's Talented Kids Season 10. Free to play.
It's another heavenly church season of celebrations with Church Choir or Choral Group wins another harmonious season of celebrations. Is it Salters, Chord, ETW, Royalty? Okay, vote for your favorite group to win. Dial *714*14#, select your nominee group and choose a payment network option. Complete your voting. Vote more for your favorite group to win. Come watch celebrations live every Sunday at Studio B or catch it live on TV3 at 8 p.m. Celebrations, heaven must hear.
Celebrations is brought to you by Heaven Black Mosquito Coil and Insecticide Spray and Apart Macro HC Hair Relaxer.
In order to serve you better, we have made changes in our programming to suit you, our cherished viewer, best. From Monday, 4th February till the end of time, your intriguing love story will show on Mondays to Thursdays from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Sadia, your best local drama series will show on Tuesdays to Thursdays from 9 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. And The Candidate will now show on Tuesdays to Thursdays at 10:30 p.m. TV3, first in news, best in entertainment.
Good day, Ghana. I'm Angela Marquis. Before Fat to Fit, I weighed 105 kilograms. But after the exercise and diet that they put us on, I lost a whooping 13 kilograms. I have a proud weight now of 92 kilograms. But I intend to lose more weight this season. Log on to 3news.com and register with 3FM Fat to Fit Season 6. See you there.
Welcome back to live here from Adib Saani in Kanda, Accra. Now, the United States government has warned that it will impose even harsher sanctions on Ghana if the country fails to issue the necessary travel documents to its citizens who are set for deportation. The U.S. ambassador to Ghana, Stephanie Sullivan, met the media to explain why the President Donald Trump's administration has imposed non-immigrant resident visa restrictions on Ghana. My colleague Kwacha Frenyama has more in the following report.
Statement issued by the U.S. Embassy in Ghana dated February 1, 2019 explained that the current sanctions on Ghana are as a result of the country's failure to accept its nationals who have been deported from the North American country. In her first interaction with the media since assuming office, U.S. Ambassador Stephanie Sanders Sullivan revealed that discussions on the matter have been ongoing since 2016.
For more than 2 years, including as far back as July 2016, the Department of Homeland Security and the Department of State have been working with the Ghana Embassy in Washington and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration here in Accra for Ghana to issue travel documents, such as passports, within 30 days to Ghanaian citizens who are subject to deportation orders. The government of Ghana has consistently not met in a timely way this internationally mandated standard of the UN Convention on International Civil Aviation.
She further indicated that the restrictions will target persons, including Ghanaian legislative and executive branch employees who apply for some category of visas.
Effective Monday, February 4th, we will pause issuance of all new visas for domestic employees of Ghanaian diplomats posted in the United States. In addition, we are limiting the normal 5-year validity for tourist and business visas for all Ghanaian executive and legislative branch employees, their spouses, and children under age 21 to single-entry visas valid for just 1 month.
It is not all bad news, however, as the visa restrictions have some exceptions.
As long